Well, I want to say good morning to everyone, especially to our very important stakeholders and leaders that are with us today. Especially because I just reached out to them pretty much at night, almost midnight, and I told them, I said, I want to take you somewhere tomorrow. And they didn't even question me. They don't know whether I'm taking them somewhere to be kidnapped. That shows the type of leaders that we have in choir. And I really want them to know that I appreciate them so much. It carries a lot of weight. I just called them. I didn't even give them 1 week notice, not even 1 day notice that I want to take you somewhere important. We have leaders who are selfless, who are dedicated, who are committed to transforming lives in Kwara because they know that, well, wherever I'm taking them to, it's really to make Kwara better. So I want to thank you so much, guys, for honoring us with your presence today. And I know that you have a very busy day. You already told me that even though you made yourself available. So we would respect that and we will not take too much of your time. But by the time we finish going around, we'll probably all leave. And I just want to use this opportunity to address us, to let us know why we're here today. Our governor, His Excellency Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak, a great leader who is very interested in, committed totally to improving the life of parents in every sector whatsoever, through all the different initiatives and programs that we have in the various sectors, in the various ministries and agencies that we have in Kwara State. Now, we are from the Ministry of Agriculture, and I am the Commissioner for Agriculture as I have been introduced. One of the areas that I know His Excellency is passionate about, almost everybody, but there is particular interest in women and youth for obvious reasons. Our women are very important. When we touch them, we touch the entire, we touch everybody. And our youth are also very important because they are the leaders and the future of tomorrow. Um, when the Ilorin West, no, I think it was more central, not just West, they approached me in my office and they came up with a very, very great proposal, a plan. And it wasn't even just about the plan, but it was just about the way they were saying it. And I saw people that were true leaders who wanted to change their communities, they've analyzed how things have been done over the years. They've realized the good, the bad, the ugly areas for improvement, and they were very sincere to themselves, to bring up all the areas for improvement and to ask for help in the right direction. So I was very happy and excited, to engage with them and to discuss further, on how to help them to actualize their goals and what they wanted to do. They pretty much wanted a program, to empower the youth in their communities and of course, across Kwara, but mostly Kwara Central. I mean, yes, Central. And so I'll pause there. Some weeks after, or would I say months after, I had wait, okay, my brother is right here in front of me. We didn't introduce him. He's the chairman of breeders, fish breeders in Kwara State. So they came to my office, and this month, by the way, we're going to celebrate World Fish Day. And you know that in Kwara State, we are blessed. I always say that with arable land to farm anything. But a lot of people know that we have land, we can farm anything, but we also have water for fish. Now we are known as the largest producer of catfish in Nigeria, which automatically puts us, I think, number two in West Africa, right? But the truth is that it's not only catfish that we have in Kwara. We have so many other species don't worry, it won't cut my hand, I'm so special. in Kwara, and so we want to use this month to let people know that, so that they will also know that we have different species of fish in Kwara, big ones, very nutritious, and very yeah, nutritious fish in Kwara State. Now, when my brother came to my office, with some other young people, he mentioned to me, said, We are products of the Ministry of Agriculture program many years ago. We used to have like a training program for youth on starting their fish business, hatchery, breeding, and he told me he shared some important data with me, which really caught my attention. He said that yes, we know that we are the largest producer of catfish, but we actually need about 10 million fingerlings in Kwara, out of which we are only producing 500 and about 500,000. You can see that gap. So on a monthly basis, because now one fingerling is going for about 70 naira. So the gap is almost about 665 million naira monthly that Kwarans take outside Kwara to go and buy fingerlings. Because remember, we are the largest producer of catfish. So I now looked at that information that he shared and what our youths are trying to do. And he also told me, being that he also mentioned that he's one of the graduates of that program, is now the chairman, and he's doing so well. I now said, well, here's an opportunity, and our youth are also ready, to do the needful. Yes, they're interested in all the different, agri value chain, but this one aligns with our own vision for this month to promote, to let people understand what we're doing with Fish Inquirer, but also to promote, to let people understand the economic importance of fish, because a lot of people are making their livelihood from fish. Of course, nutrition is there, food security is there, but that economic value is very important. For me, right now, that 665 million must not leave Kwara anymore. It has to stay in Kwara. So that's why I called him to come with us when we're coming today, because I've shared the story, but there's no other person that can explain it better than someone that has gone through it, who is making a livelihood from that training of many years ago. And they are one of the best, him and his other colleagues who also went through the Kwara State Government Empowerment Training Program. They are part of one of the best that we have, the biggest that we have in Kwara State. So now we have come to this facility because a lot of people might not know that we have something like this, and we will go around in Kwara. And thankfully, we don't have to go too far. It's not in Barutin or Kayama or Isi or Ekiti. It's right there. I remember that it was Kwara Central Youth that came to approach the ministry for assistance. And then I told them, because this is not partiality, it's all the youth in Kwara. But sometimes, especially when it comes to youth program, for women it might be different. But when it comes to youth program, they must be ready for it. If you plan any program, no matter how good it is, if you plan program for youth and you're trying to force it down their throat, you've only wasted your money. But if they themselves, they come and meet you, if they are ready, there's nothing that will stop them. Once they are ready, you see that hunger in them and they are ready to do it. Even give them a little, just a little push, they will do it, they will get it done. So that is why the government will support. And I told them, I said, I'm proud of what you have done. You'll be an example to other youths. Other youths will come and benefit, but you've taken the lead. You came to request for it. So we will start with you and continue to support other people. So now that God has strategically placed this center in the central as well, and it focuses on every aspect of agriculture. That is why we have come here today, to come and see what you're doing, to see how we can leverage on the resources that we have here in the Kwara Central, to train our youth who are ready and hungry to learn and to grow and improve their livelihood and start their own businesses and be an example and role model to other youth. And I want to thank our leaders, our stakeholders for coming along with us. I particularly, or we carefully chose them because we know that they are for all the youth in choir, but exactly, but they are from here, but not because of their position or anything, but because they have a heart for the youth. The GM of Kwara, so many times he has sent so many people to me, so many different youths. So that means that it is not about his position. That's what he has been doing before. Is what he continues to do. His position has only created that platform for him to be able to do that thing which he loves to do. So we are really appreciative of great leaders as him, and also our majority leader as well. Our leader, not majority leader, is our leader. I always say my leader, my leader, our leader, our majority leader. Same thing. So many times he will send different youths because he's a friend of the youth. They're always around him. He's always trying to support them, to encourage them. So I decided to bring the two of them because I know that once they get here and they see that this is a place where we can actually train our youth, that they'll be excited and they will do anything, within their means to make sure that we use this type of platform, this type of structure to train our youth. And I will end on with this statement. What we're trying to do is not training, because even in the Ministry of Agriculture, we are not too excited about just training people, you know, training them to then empowering them, giving them what they can use, to put into practice what they've learned. Our youth are already frustrated, a lot of them. They've gone to school already as it is. They can't use what they've learned. Now to now have another empowerment program which is just to train them and then leave them alone, the frustration is going to double. So that's why all our programs, and that is what private state government has been doing, in all fairness. We train them, but we also give them the tool to be able to use what they've learned. However, the way that this is different, so we're taking it a step further. Most states, most organizations are still just doing training. In Kwara, we've moved from training to giving them the tools that's needed to, actually begin to make a livelihood. But this program is now unique and different because it will not leave them alone, that we're giving you the tool. Now go. Because we know that a lot of businesses fail in the first year, second year, because it goes beyond the training and the tools to mentoring and coaching and having somebody to hold your hands for the first year, second year, and that's the type of program that we're trying to structure to build. It is 100% guarantee that the people in the program are going to succeed. Not only succeed, but also help other people. It's a revolution that we're starting. So that's what differentiates what we're trying to do here today to what we are all used to. So thank you all so much for coming out here for our youth. We appreciate you. And our leaders, thank you for coming, and thank you so much. I were in my office yesterday. I'm sure you didn't know that I was going to be here today. I was still saying before the end of the month. But this is what God wants. He has ordained it, and we're grateful for that. So thank you, everyone. Without taking too much of your time, we won't let you talk now. We'll take you around, and you can then ask us questions. Your time is important. We want to respect that. So, sir, please, if you can take us around.